Claralot Angels podcast here. I'm Clara.
I'm Angeline.
I'm Lottie.
Today we are here with Riverside Roost. Now this is Peru Queen's whimsical themed Willow Creek rebuild, y'all.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to see this.
Now, Lottie, you are in charge of this design from start to finish.
Start to finish. Well, girl, you came in that little pool there.
Well, you know, I came in, it's such a small drop in the bucket.
But it's gorgeous. You'll see.
Oh.
It's a little teaser. You know?
I wanted to come in here to Lottie's side and be like, you know, you should do this for whimsical builds, and then she would run with it.
Well, you know, it's always nice to have that little inspiration from other people.
Oh.
You know, like, what texture should I use? What Latin should I be inspired by?
Well,
you know?
inspired is the word, because you took whatever anyone said and made it 1,000 times better.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, the things you have done in this build have upgraded anything I ever thought possible in the universe.
Me too.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Like, even just the detail that goes in to getting this little, like, roofing on right there by the fence.
Oh my gosh.
know.
You know, I was trying to put that ivy up on the roof, and it just would not stick to the roof.
You know, that
It
happens.
took forever. Those little details sometimes take you all night.
No. It's the little details that'll kill you.
It's true.
But it makes a house.
It's worth it.
It's true. Look, I love, the whimsical challenge, right here, having like a pointed roof right there with a circular window is so like a witch's cabin to me.
Can I tell you
Yes.
too, that is the cutest thing, like starting with a tiny quadrant.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I knew that I had to build from, you know, putting puzzle pieces together.
I love
You know,
that.
make it form itself naturally.
It's true.
So that's what I just went with.
There
you
are
know?
so many different ways to build, I'll tell you that. I just think it's exciting that we're like on the cusp of an era where people can show each other things.
I know.
And you can go and see them. And you can see like, oh my goodness, I never thought of that. I never thought to build like that. Like, I just love growing and learning.
I know, like sharing with a community that is super extended through the internet. I love that.
Me too. It just feels like real right. It
I
feels
know.
like this is a renaissance.
That's true.
It really is.
So when the Renaissance was going on, like, what happened?
Okay, in the Renaissance, it was like everything was the Dark Ages before that. And by Dark Ages, I mean like nobody was like looking back to history. It was like, you're all going to hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like life and death and plagues and like no culture. And then people started looking back like, what's this sculpture that I found? Oh my goodness, I want to recreate it and do something beautiful with it. And like, it was churchy stuff that they were doing mostly, but then they brought in pagan elements. And I just think that it's like real interesting to just be open.
What's that, pagan elements? Is that like
Religions
nature?
before the major religions.
Okay, I see.
So things that weren't just based off of like the church. And I think that it's real important, okay, to be open.
It is.
To thinking that, you know, I might believe this, but you believe that, and that's okay.
I think that's one of our greatest strengths, because I'm very willing to hear people's
Me
opinions.
too. Me too.
I love that.
In the world, my whole rule of thumb is, if it's not hurting anyone, I love it.
Right, I agree. If it's like only making people happy,
I love it.
right? And it's true.
And I mean the people that are involved, because some people will be controlling and be like, you know, well, let's talk about this patio right
I
now.
just wanted to say
Moon phase is
the
gone.
moon phase is going on. First of all, Doris is clip clopping in the
I
background.
know.
I love that.
That's fine. Doris, go on.
Doris,
with
you
your
are
bad
the star of the show. Get on
Second
up
of
there.
all, these moon phases you did, Lottie, so cute.
Oh, girl.
Put it outside the pool, and then a fountain there. Look, that is such a detail.
And this is a fountain you can swim in, you know.
Could you imagine?
A fountain you can swim in when it's hot out and it's a scorcher and everyone's getting overheated. You can hop on in that water, y'all.
Could you imagine that? Okay, you have this in your house. Gorgeous as can be. Rose petals strewn about. Your neighbor walks by from a jog all sweaty.
And hops in the rose petal pond.
Yes. What would you do?
I would
Oh
be
my
like,
goodness.
Would you be like, they need it? Doris, excuse me.
It depends. You get a vibe from people.
That's true.
They need it, or they're taking advantage
they're
of
using
me.
it.
That's so
You
true.
know what I mean?
The worst.
The vibes.
When you know.
The
It's
worst is
vibes,
when you
y'all.
know. It's true.
When you know, you gotta say something.
It's important to listen to your instincts.
It is. It really is.
And I know, though.
It's better to be wrong about your instincts and listen to them than
It's
to
true.
ignore them.
And then you can apologize. Like,
Exactly.
if someone was like, oh no, I shouldn't be in your palm because I was like really suffering from like heat stroke, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I was wrong. I apologize.
Exactly.
The power of
Yes.
apology is really important.
A sincere apology is very important.
It's true. Now, what I love about this house, you're walking up the stairs. It's like got this beautiful like red brick feel, stone to the side, and then
Oh,
you got
yes.
that forest green.
I know.
Oh,
You know, I had a
love
moment where I
that.
was like, do I want the forest green? And then I thought, yes, I do, because, you know, it's just so rich in a color.
It's true.
And I just love that.
I love that.
Oh my goodness, too. Like using those, I don't even know what you'd call those, but I can never figure out how to use those.
What? What was it?
That archway thing that comes out, it's like a window box, but it's not. Like you
Oh,
made it into
no.
a window box.
I tried to use it before in a build.
What's a portico?
Made
Like, I don't
everything?
know.
A portico.
Did not know. What's
I
that?
feel like that would be what that is, but I don't think it is.
I don't know because all I'm thinking right now, portico is port window.
You know
Like
what I mean?
about-
Like I've
No.
heard like descriptions of houses. Like I was reading at the portico. Like I don't know what that is though.
What in the hootie hoo is going on with that tree right there? You
This
brought it to
tree,
life.
I know it has regrowth on
You
it.
nursed
It
it
is
back to
just such a
health.
gorgeous thing, and little lanterns tucked on those branches.
I want to say, whimsical, bam, hit the mark right there with that tree
Thank
alone.
you.
It's like, wow.
If I could see no
yes.
other style in my life, whimsical would be the style.
know.
I love whimsical.
Now, this whole thing is from Peru Queen herself.
She was like, "Let's rebuild this Willow Creek because something's going on here and it needs to be fixed."
Right, cream of the crop, right there. She is amazing.
I agree.
Like, so supportive, so nice, friendly face, right there when we first came into the community, you know.
Oh my goodness, I know, girl. I mean, when you feel welcomed, when you're a Shaw, and I know it seems funny that we're a Shaw in any kind of way.
I mean, we are outside of each other, and
No,
then like,
because like you learn, like you don't foist yourself on others.
right.
So when someone welcomes you, you really appreciate it.
And like social media is all about like foisting yourself on others. Like,
It's hard.
hey, how
It's a
are
hard
you?
skill to learn, you know.
I'll follow you, you follow me, you know. And it's like that is not how I was raised.
No, we were
and
raised-
I love being that way now.
Can I tell
You
you,
know.
it's so fun to learn, but like we were raised like, you don't know them like that. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare go up into their space.
Yeah, like, and to learn a better way, to be more friendly and more open.
Well, I mean, imagine that. Like, we were so lucky. We came into this world and we found like the greatest group of people.
It's so true.
You know, it's almost like going to school again when you go into like social media or something like that. It's like whoever you fall into, you know, your group with is how you're going to be.
It's so
Are
true.
you rebellious? Are you sweet? Are you really like gracious for the attention that you get for this? Or, you know, reciprocating attention. And
we
like
are in the best.
Right?
We are. We really are. I feel so grateful for that.
Me too. I'm grateful for every single one of y'all. And it's just like, excuse me, Doris.
Doris is too.
Doris is too. As soon as I'll get like all
Oh.
hopped up and excited. Okay. Doris is drinking, y'all.
We have driven her to drinking, y'all.
And this is the thing now, like, you might think, why did you put a water bowl in the room? And I think to myself, because I knew
Wow.
this was happening.
Yeah, it's true.
This is a hot summer day.
It is.
It is.
It is a hot.
Dogs need to drink, y'all.
They
Yep.
do.
And
Can you
clickety
please-
clack around.
And then shake off.
Can you please go and take them
Everything
out?
but the barking, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'll
I think
cut
she's
that out.
settling.
Oh, I love
I
her.
love her too. Now, what you do to hair? What's going on? Sit
Oh
on
my
around?
gosh, this clearly does not stay.
Oh.
But the dining room shape does.
Girl, can
all
I
of
tell
that,
you,
but
I'm
know,
going to steal that for another bill, but
What?
I'm glad it doesn't stay because what you end up doing, I peeked in on.
You know, and I thought it was a little too islandy.
I was going to say, you went from like a very beachy style to a very like, I don't even know what I would call
I don't know
it.
what to call it either. It's almost like a mystical townhouse.
Magical.
That's true.
Y'all are
y'all.
That was a fly, y'all. Lottie came to me and she was like, what do you even call this style? And she was talking about it and she was like, when you're hanging out with like your elders or your like grandparents.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like that style with like the light wood and brick. And I don't know if that's just us.
I think there's a mosquito in here.
What?
I think I just saw a mosquito, y'all.
Are you kidding me?
We must have a hole in one of our screens, y'all.
You know, that's true.
That's the worst.
It's
It
true.
is.
I think because you're trying to keep your like rooms cool and they just come right in.
Okay, well, if I get a mosquito bite, I'm willing to take it.
Right.
You know, if you hear a big old smack settling, it's a mosquito.
We found it, y'all. But I love all these mirrors. The decadent.
I agree.
Oh,
what do you
that
call it?
reflection.
Like,
I
so
mean,
many mirrors.
Some
I don't
people
know,
that
but-
do magical spells, can I tell you this?
they need the mirrors.
Yes. Rowan was telling me this. She said
That's
that they
Lottie's
have
sister.
a room, and it's 8 mirrors.
8 mirrors.
So one
I
of the
never
mirrors
counted
is on a
mirrors.
door, and you go into it, and it's
What?
completely dark.
I wouldn't
No.
even go in there if
And
it
a
was dark.
spirit will talk to y'all.
No.
I don't even know.
No,
It
thank
scared me
you.
so bad. I don't even know. I was like, Rowan, you better not be doing that.
I feel like if
because
you
I
take-
love you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Could you imagine? No.
No. If
Can I just
have
make
a
it clear,
good spirit
too?
trying to find me, it'll find me.
You know what I mean, number one? But I just want to make it
You
clear.
know?
My husband is Ronan, and her sister
Is
is
Rowan
Rowan.
with a W in there.
Yeah. Isn't
You
that
know what I
crazy,
mean?
y'all?
Oh,
Anyhow,
it's confusing.
It
I
is
would
confusing,
never
but I love it.
in my life go into a room full of mirrors
At night.
at night with someone saying,
No
go on
lights.
in there. You'll contact a spirit. No.
No.
Thank you.
I'll
I
have a
found
drink.
I
it.
don't want to. I feel
No.
like, you know, all
It
those
is
little...
on me. Girl,
You
you're
got
okay.
it?
I got
There's a
it.
mosquito on me,
I'm
y'all.
sorry, girl.
No, you didn't even hurt me.
girl.
One lick.
I hope you didn't get bitten.
I
Me
probably
too.
did. I'll
Me
be
too.
itching for days. Now, what you got going on here, girl? You got a little more mirrors, shelving unit.
More mirrors. I now wonder, does it add up to
No.
8 mirrors?
Yeah, but
I
it's not in a
wonder.
dark
No, no. It's different. It's a room that has 8 sides to the walls, and every wall is a mirror. And then they go in there and summon something, girl. They do that.
8 sides of the room?
I don't
Could you
know why.
imagine being vulnerable and being like, I want to talk to someone that I've recently lost, and they're like, go into this room. It's like a perfect place for you. You can talk to so and so, and then you're summoning something like different.
Oh, my
You know,
goodness.
that's, you know, preying on the weakness of someone in grief or something.
Can I
So
tell you
true.
something too, though? I think that if you are, you know, needing that enough or needing the person that you're going to see, they'll come through and have to, like, do battle with whatever's creepy in that room, and they'll win. They'll
That's
win.
true.
Good always trumps over evil,
Yeah.
y'all.
That's true. This kitchen, the best.
I agree.
Oh,
Now,
girl.
the reason we're talking about all this magical stuff is because is this not the most magical house y'all have ever seen?
It does seem like a very, like, wizard or witch house.
You know what I mean? And there's
Well.
herbs everywhere. You'll see.
And so many nooks and crannies. Like, even just that shelving unit under the cupboards.
Oh my goodness.
To me,
Yes.
is so whimsical. It's like, here's a copper pot where I make my tea. Anything that has to do with an intricacy like that. Like,
Can I tell you,
taste
too?
the
special
time.
pot,
I
collector's
agree.
edition for making my tea.
Take the time to make every moment of your life special.
We've been so into tea lately, y'all. Like,
Matcha tea, y'all.
matcha tea. It's
with
so
dandelion root.
good for you. Now, why is matcha good for you? I forget.
It is a ground up, fermented version of green tea, if I am correct
I
in
think
what I'm
so.
remembering.
Yes, it's like 8 times stronger than green tea or 10 times stronger.
Something like that. So
And green
it's
tea
like,
is really good for you.
It's
all the
supposed to
benefits.
give you, like, relaxation,
that's
focus.
what I'm talking about.
all those types of good things.
Who
he
cares
expects.
about the potency levels? Let's talk about the effects. Now, when we take the matcha tea, we feel calm but focused. That feels amazing.
That is so true because, look, we'll have it in hot because it's sort of like a relaxing tea.
Yes.
And it's so nice. What is going on over there, Doris? We're digging in.
Oh, Doris, why are you doing
I don't trust that. When Doris digs, y'all, something is coming around the bend. I'm not going to go into details.
Oh, no, Doris. You better be getting
no, it's a difference, though.
Okay.
You know Lottie. 'Cause
Lottie can tell.
Lottie babysits Doris a lot for me.
I'm pretty sure, you know. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Jumping
all right.
off.
Well, there's Doris. I love how you did. What is going on there? That is a little tiny.
It's a little tiny, like, recipe book
see
or
that.
anything like that. Right near the cauldron, you know.
That's perfect.
I think you need to know, like, you know, the exact amount of herbs and spices to put in that cauldron.
Right? Do you ever make tea in a cauldron?
You know, I bet my sister does.
That's true.
She pretty much does everything in that cauldron she has.
Look, make soups and things.
Yeah.
So true.
Soups, potions, everything.
I see a little spice counter there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, we never even mentioned that. This house is decorated for our sisters.
Oh yeah.
They're very, like, witchy. You know, they are good witches.
Good witches with herbalism, you know, that type of deal.
Would you call them good witches, though? Or would you call them more so, like, neutral? Because what I was thinking was, like, they're not like, you know,
Going out fixing the world.
raw. They're not like a, you know, good witch. I don't even know how to describe it.
I think people say good witch because they want to make very certain that it's not a bad witch.
I feel like, to me, like a neutral witch is sort of a good witch.
Me too.
Because
I think so too.
when you're neutral, there's no way you can be evil.
I agree.
I feel the same
Right?
way.
So that's, like, good to me. I don't know.
I agree. I think it's like, you know, sort of like a book writer's way of distinguishing.
You know why? Because, like, if you're evil, that is a very clear distinction. But what is good in life is different to different people. But what is evil is, to me, and to
Hurting
a lot...
people.
Yeah, it's hurting people. It's a very clear line in the sand.
It's
I agree.
true.
Like, if you're doing something...
I guess you would say
to-
they're good witch then, because what is really neutral? Because neutral would be like okay with people being evil, and they're not okay with that.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, if you're neutral, is, like, mischief okay? And when you're good, that's not so okay.
Oh, yeah, you can only do good for
Oh.
people.
Like a trickster.
That's very true.
Right?
Now, how would you classify them then?
Our sisters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good, I guess. Because
I
they're not
think
very...
so too.
They're sort of serious.
They don't really fuss around.
No.
What if you were like neutral good, you know?
That's
Is
true.
that a thing?
Now you're
It
getting into
is.
the realm
Right.
of, you know, Ted Matlock and
Yeah.
Jarvis's little role-playing games.
That's our brother-in-laws, y'all. Right? That's like, am I able to go... I don't even
Am
know.
I neutral chaotic? Am I neutral evil? Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
what is chaotic
I
versus
don't
evil?
know.
Chaotic and lawful. Oh God, I know too much about this.
You know
do?
too, Angel.
I'm blushing.
That's fun.
That's fine.
Because you know what? That is just about learning different walks of life, y'all.
It's true.
You know what? If you don't know it, you want to know it.
That's how I always feel.
Unless it's something totally creepy. And just the fact that I had to make that clause on there.
Right.
I mean, you
Like,
just...
if I don't want to know it. But it's also just all about choice. Like, if I don't want to know it, then I don't want to know it.
You know what I mean?
It's so true.
You'll fall into a rabbit hole of, like, looking things up and finding out if the world's changing in a better way or not. And I'm like, ugh, I gotta concentrate on community
True.
and family.
Very true.
But also, I can't help but concentrate on the entire world at large, y'all. And you know what I mean? It's a balance. It's a balance.
It is a balance, but I hope that the balance tips, sort of, so it's not so balanced for me, where I'm seeing all the...
I agree.
But then, like, I
Yeah.
know people are like, you need to pay attention more so to the news. You need to know what's going on.
I
And
know.
I'm like, does that give it power?
No, everybody needs to handle what they can handle and send good wishes and thoughts and vibes for what they can handle.
I mean, completely superficial, but amazing. Those curtains, y'all.
I agree.
Thank you.
Beautiful things.
Gauzy
I
curtains.
love beautiful things.
Fairy lots and wood is just so mystical to me.
Can I tell you?
Candles.
You will think that something's not important in your life until you add it to your life and realize that it was the missing link. And one of those things could be curtains. You never know.
Right, like a beauty.
It's so true.
It's true.
Because, like, curtains are, I'm not going to say it's, like, superficial, because I did, but I didn't mean it. They're, like, an extra abundance.
Yep.
And sometimes you got to take, like, time for that extra abundance.
Can I tell you, you will fall into a rut if you are just being functional.
The worst.
It's true.
Could you imagine just being functional? You might as well be living in a tent, because that's your bed, cooking off the fire pit, and then maybe, you know, taking a swim in the pond for your bathing. Like, what is that for functional?
Take a moment. You know, have yourself a bath with some petals in it. Or just, you know, take a moment, sit on a bench and read. Lay on the grass and stare at the clouds.
That's true.
It
So
doesn't
true.
have to be material to be abundant.
Oh, wow, girl. That is so true. So sweet, too.
Well, thank you so much. You know, I try to think of things that make life easier and better and more full for me. And I know that, like, it makes me laugh to think about trying with all my might to be, like, I don't know, rich or something. And then just be like, well, the clouds are what made me happy today.
Oh, I know, girl.
You know what I mean?
But everybody is different.
It's true, though, because some people get stressed by things and some people get happy by things.
Right. You gotta find where you work out best. What your balance is.
Follow your compass.
It's true. What do you have going on here, Lottie?
This little wraparound balcony.
Yes.
It's so cute.
I was thinking about dimension, you know?
You fulfilled it. Like 2 levels that I couldn't even comprehend to make happen, and now I'm like, new level.
Oh, thank you.
Can I live here?
You know what I mean?
And
That's
you
how I feel.
could, you know?
I could.
Could
Oh,
you
are you
imagine
kidding me?
taking your food out to the barbecue out there and then cooking it up, and you'll see there's a little pool down here. So, you know, you're going down to the pool with your barbecue.
And I'll say I love how you use the terrain.
Thank you.
Me too.
It is so hard for me to use terrain, you know, and execute it.
We were
mostly.
talking about that the other day. Like, I go too ham on my terrain, and then it just doesn't work out.
Right.
So true.
So you've done it perfectly.
And I'm loving because I see there's a little step down, so I'm anticipating what's coming out.
What's coming down there, you know?
Right. Like that is
Something
just a cute
good.
little area.
I mean, if I do say so myself, I love it down there.
Oh my
You'll
goodness,
see.
girl. You should love everything you do, and you should not be ashamed of loving what you
There
do.
is no part of this house that I don't like.
I know.
know?
You know, I put
I
so
love
much time in, like, the inspiration.
It's true,
and
because
the
if you didn't like
talent.
it, you were like, goodbye, let's see what's happening
I did.
next.
I was like, I'm pulling that up right now. I don't like that. I'm not even going to try and keep it.
You took so
You
much
know?
attention to detail. Just the way you layer things. Like you put stuff there on the window. I'm like, perfect, done. Then you add a little fern, and I'm like, it made it.
It really
thank
did.
you.
And you are pulling out stuff that looks like it's custom content, and
Right?
it's not.
There
How
are
is that
so,
true?
I know there's so many things that I came across that I was like, I've never used this before.
And then in the middle of this, as you're making this, up pops, you know, that 1,000 unlocked items.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
I know.
I know.
Things pass through the zoning board, y'all.
Right? And there it is. And then you get them all popped in there.
I love this. I think this is the cutest. A little raised level of terrain with a pool on it and a hot tub underneath that thing there with the curtains you could pull shut if the mosquitoes
Yes.
are bothering you.
It's all about those
Or you want
gauzy
a little
curtains.
privacy, you know.
Exactly.
Love
yeah,
that.
so true.
There's a fly that came through the window,
I
y'all.
know.
Annoying me.
It's so much
bugging me
easier to
too.
get a mosquito than it is to get a fly. Why is that?
I'm like, leave me alone, man.
You know why? Because the mosquitoes will stop to like,
Take a bomb.
yeah,
You
take
know?
a bomb.
True. I'm glad the flies aren't doing that.
Me too.
Me too, because some flies do, and those are the worst.
Oh no, girl. Remember you got bit by one?
Right in the center of my forehead, y'all, and it was like a unicorn horn.
It was awful. It wasn't that bad, Angeline, because
It was an egg.
I don't want people
What do
to
they
be
say, like an
Envisioning
egg?
that.
I don't want people
Oh
envisioning.
my gosh.
No. Yes.
Well,
but
it
no.
felt like it to me, because, like, I put
Yeah.
on my makeup, and all of a sudden I have, like, a big black fly bump in the middle of my forehead.
terrible.
It was awful.
my
So
goodness.
take a
And then I
Benadryl.
took allergy medication, and it went away right away, thank goodness. But I was
Right.
like, I didn't know I was allergic to these.
Well, now you know, and I'm glad I was
no.
there.
Oh, me too, girl, because it was crazy.
I'm like, girl, are you okay? Me and Lottie were sitting
I was
by
like,
other
my
side.
forehead feels taut and it itches a little bit.
Like, oh, girl, take some Benadryl.
You
Come
know,
here, let me
there's
get
a
you a
little
wet
bit there.
That is
No.
looking a little suspect. That's what I thought.
Oh my goodness, the scroll work on that carpet.
Oh no, like a worn in, but
Yes.
still vibrant.
You know, like those little textures melding into each other.
There's
And
like
right
a-
there is a window to the garden. It's just
Ah.
nice to have that little outdoor space.
It's
You
so
know,
true.
Yes, I know.
Outdoor, indoor.
If y'all hear like snorting
Oh,
and
no.
sniffing, Doris
Is in a mood today.
in a mood and also taking a nap, so might be
Yeah.
snoring soon.
Oh.
We finally got her settled down.
You know, we get excited, Doris gets excited. That's
It's
just what
true.
happens.
That's what happens. My dog is a crazy dog, y'all.
It's a dog pack, y'all.
Exactly. Now, is this an entryway? I see
This
that green
is
door.
the entryway right here.
Oh, look how you like bit bap around, girl.
Oh, girl, all over the place, twisting, turning. I'm like, oh, this book can look good here. So then I shoot back over to the kitchen,
Oh,
drop a
my
book in
goodness.
there.
That's
I
so
love
thoughtful.
that.
That is so thoughtful of you.
Oh, thank you.
You're not like done, like.
No space is ever done until it's done. You know?
Right? It's true. I'll get in those modes though where I'm like, cut myself off. Did you get in any of those? Like, I can't put any more in here. I'm getting too obsessed with details because I've gotten there several
Oh my
times.
gosh. At the end, I told myself, you need to stop getting so detailed and just keep moving forward. And you know what? I didn't listen to myself. I just kept
I
pumping
love
back.
it. I
I'm
love
glad
that
you
you didn't. Because you know what?
You
We
know.
might have a longer video than usual. But, you
We
know,
do.
it's a special occasion.
I think this is,
It
what, an
is.
hour long?
You know what? This one's worth it.
It is. And like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I'm used to our 5-minute videos we've been doing for a little bit.
Well, let me tell you something. I was real excited because I could talk for 2 days
I know.
straight.
I love
really
talking to
could.
y'all.
I love that.
Like, I could talk about that mirror for days. Like, my mama had a mirror like that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
She did, and she had it set up on the sink. And
What
I just
happened to
remember,
her? I mean, to the mirror. What happened to your mama?
She's
Nothing.
fine.
Your mama's
my
fine.
mama's fine. She's moved in with Tessa for now.
Oh.
Because they're
Love
moving
that.
with their dog. Nettie found this dog, Car, they called her. Because she was hit by a car.
Oh my goodness.
And she nursed her back to health.
Oh.
So, I don't know why they called her Car, like rude, Nettie. But anyways, like, I think she wanted to be named Car, but like, gave her her power, I guess.
Oh no.
Anyways, my parents took her. And so my parents are there with Car, with Tessa, her 2 daughters, her husband, and their dog, Tank. Tank is like,
Tank and Car, that's cute. One's bigger
Tank
than
is
the
all
other.
over the neighborhood. There are puppies for
Tank and
days.
Car. That's so cute.
It's Tank, right?
Can I tell you something about names?
Tank is bad news.
He is.
Yes.
Tank is with, had puppies with Nettie's dog, had puppies with, gosh, I can't even remember, like so many. I'm
And
like,
it's funny too because
Tessa.
Tessa took Tank to the vet
right, got, taken care of.
and it didn't get taken care of.
That was a weird time, y'all.
It's happened a lot in the neighborhoods lately.
Right? Rude.
You know what I mean?
Can you sue a vet for that?
I don't know.
Probably could, but not that
Who
Tessa
wants
would.
to? Yeah, she
Tessa's
would.
like,
Exactly.
it's a blessing. It's a miracle.
She does say that. It's a blessing. It's a miracle.
It's not really.
Can I tell you about names though? I was just gonna say, like back in the olden days, if your name was Raven and then you hurt a raven, you would hurt yourself.
What?
Wait, what?
Back in the olden days of mythology and whatnot, names
Okay.
were so important that if you were named for a creature or an item, you had to protect said creature and item. I just found that interesting.
Wow.
How many items can you be named after?
I was just going to say, what else but Raven is like a name?
dove.
Well, you know, you'd have,
something.
but not even that. Like, you could be, like, named Cecily the Dove, and then you'd have to be, like, careful of doves.
Oh, wow. When was this? This is crazy. I love
It's just, like, very common in a
titles?
lot of mythology.
I love
so
your history
crazy.
lessons, Angeline.
Me too, Angeline.
I get excited about them.
I listen to different things when I'm driving.
Oh, do you? Like podcasts?
I do, yeah, because I go to a lot of gigs, you know, for my music.
You do.
Well, you
You're
know,
always on
watching
the
all
road.
those like supernatural type shows where you need to know like the name of like a demon to like get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's power in the name, that type of deal.
Some people would have like a fake name and never tell their real name because someone could control them if they tell
That's
their
so
real name.
weird.
I agree, because I'm all about town, you know what I mean?
know.
Like, I'm Angeline. Hi, nice to meet you.
So true. This is so cute what you have going on here. Now, I remember you showing me this room, and I'm like, this reminds me of my grandparents.
Oh, yeah, so right, like you
too.
go over there for like Christmas or, you know, something.
Or
Some
something like
holiday.
that,
It's all
they-
polished up.
Agreed.
So true. Like the way that Lottie comes down upon that cushion of the couch makes it so plush.
And
Like
makes it like
rounds it.
shimmer.
I know what it is too, but that couch against the back wall, like apart from the
Yes.
little place where the seating couches are, is the cutest thing because it's like somebody saw a couch that they loved,
And they wanted
but they
it.
already had a couch,
You
so
know,
they
I was
just
thinking
added
that
it.
too. And you know, I tried to move that
Definitely.
couch so many times. I was like, well, I don't know if I want to keep it. But I was like,
Oh,
it
it
needs to
belongs.
be there. It was empty without it.
How many grandparents' houses have an extra couch in them?
So
You know what
true.
I mean?
Because they're normally throwing the functions because you're coming to the grandparents' house,
You know.
you know, and maybe you're throwing the function, but you're still throwing it at their house so they don't have to leave it.
It's true.
When you were at your grandparents' house, did you ever see candles?
I saw them, but not lit.
How cute. Like
Yeah,
tea
yeah, yeah.
candles or
Like
something.
they were
No, they'd be like
decorative
a-
candles.
yeah, like a
that
candle
could come
that's
out.
shaped like a
Yes.
snowman or
They could come
something.
out next year.
So true.
You know, they wouldn't be wasted by burning them. that
My
type of
grandma
deal.
loved candles.
Oh.
She had like, there's this funny story. She had this candle that was huge. I'm talking like bigger than her head, and it had 3 wicks in it. And she lit them all, and then she like went out to go cook her stew. And when she came back, that candle was split in half, burning across her whole entire coffee table.
Oh.
I don't know what she did to put it out, but the story she told had me like hollering in laughter. It was so funny. She could tell a story
I love
like
your
none
grandma.
other.
She's the cutest.
Right, and it just split down the middle. So then she had a tinfoil that she kept on this beautiful table, just in case she had to like pat it out under this beautiful candle, but she didn't get rid of it.
She didn't stop burning candles, you
No,
know. It's
I
like she
got a
got back
new
on the
one.
horse, that type of deal.
It's true. Could you imagine though, living alone and then being like, my house is gonna be
It's on fire.
right.
It's gonna
just like,
catch.
it's gonna catch. What did she do? Did she take a blanket? Like she never got that in detail with what she did, but she said like it split down the middle and every wick was burning like on a different corner of the
Oh
table.
my gosh.
That's horrifying, but it makes me laugh because it all turned out well.
It all
you
turned
know?
out well, but she was like, she could tell a story.
Can I tell you something? When you're camping and weather and it's raining out, if you have a candle and you drip it like on what you want to start on fire, you can start it on fire so much easier.
Really?
Really.
Oh.
So like the fact that that candle split and almost caught her house on fire, like that is a thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
Still makes me laugh just because she told it so funny.
I
I love
that.
stories. I love stories.
Me too. I could listen to stories for days.
Now, where is this bathroom? Downstairs or
It's
upstairs?
downstairs.
Oh.
You know, like where that little staircase went downwards.
I love how you have those like columns right there. Putting lots on
You
them.
know.
Stop.
Plants around that little star mirror.
Girl, I'm about to smack you silly. I love it.
I use those floor decals.
So cute.
Some of that now did change because I lost a lot of it.
You know what, though?
But it came back better, I think.
I used to be like, well, are you changing it, girl? And now I always know you change it for the better because I just trust you.
Oh, thank
I mean, I trusted you then, but I'll trust you now even more so because I've seen the things you're going to whip out.
You know.
Experience,
Exactly.
yeah. What an odd angle that you just made into such a cute little nook.
Well, this whole house is filled with weird angles, and
That
I
is
wanted to
some
keep
way-
them.
I think that's very like telling of a magical space.
Yeah, like
I feel that
very
too.
full of
Like
whimsy.
energy can't get trapped in this corner because there's an angle here.
Right, like
Yeah.
whooshes out the window, something like that.
Yes.
Full
They
of
keep their
whimsy.
good energy swirling in and their bad energy swirling out, y'all.
True. Like, you have no idea what, like, a shape means. Like, that's a shape in the world, that room right there. And I have no idea. It looks sort of like a shell. So does it, like, you know...
Yeah, really.
Like, does that small space resonate out to the world?
It's like that game we were playing with your kids the other day where we made 3 lawns or like
This
a
is so
squiggle and then had them make a face out of it. It was the cutest.
We just had a piece of paper and you put, like, whatever sort of design on it that you can think of, but they have to be random and right next to each other. And then you tell the kids, make a face out of these 3 shapes. The faces they made. So cute.
so cute.
Or like
cute.
pictures. Like, I swear there was this picture of a fish that was, I don't know. It's
No,
all...
no, but there was also like this one face that Briar made, and it was like very careful, a million eyelashes on the eyeballs, and then all of a sudden eyelashes all over the whole top of the head. Like, same technique, y'all.
It was so cute. It was like, here is their hair. And I'm like, Rawr, you can't give them luxurious hair with all those eyelashes. You gave them a little Spock head.
It was so cute.
It was so cute. I love how you did the landscaping here too, girl. I mean, not just shift abruptly, but I
It's
just
so
noticed it.
important to have flowers for the bees, y'all.
I wanted this to be a little path that you can go out to that little creek and fish if you so desire.
Wow.
You know?
I love that. What a cute little fence you have going on there. It really shapes the space.
I saw like the
little
ground
curve.
lifting and lowering and just getting all perfectly raw.
Oh, yes. I
I
want to
love
make
seeing
sure
that.
people can walk over that.
When you build a house like this, it's like watching someone like mold clay.
It is.
You know? I love that feeling.
It is like a very organic feeling, you know?
You know, you're like, I want this roof to show the point, but I really want it to have an angle right there. And I just saw you like, shape that up. Or you put these little patio
Yes.
steps. What a
These
cute.
little patio steps, I ended up putting some gravel type of deal beneath them, which I really
cute.
think brought them to life.
Well, that will
Oh
keep the weeds
gosh.
from popping up too.
The way you outlined everything too, with like the tawnier stones, that's so adorable.
Yes, and then different colors. There is a theme of like some pieces of black throughout,
I like that.
which I feel is like very magical in its own sense.
I
It
think
is.
so too.
Like when you burn like a black candle or something, it clears negativity.
Yeah. And it's so important to keep your home as free of negativity as you can.
So true. It's your safe space, you know? I feel like this whole house, from start to finish, from corner to corner, is a safe space.
I think so
Yes.
too.
Right? And I think a lot of that has to do with, like, so many plants. Like, that's a guardian right
Plants, running water is a magical thing.
there. Oh, true.
You know.
Like a little pond full of sprouts.
Isn't that the cutest?
The cutest.
The glow of those sprouts. Like,
Now, I do remember a scary story
What?
of that pond with your sister Grace.
Oh, yes. She went swimming. Oh, my gosh. And she almost got dragged under and kept down there forever.
Right.
by the sprouts.
And so Tessa
I
and
don't
Helena,
know.
our other sisters, well, our sisters, went in there, dove after her, and, you know, fixed her up. But she was
Exactly.
almost drowned in that pond by an evil sprite. I don't know.
An evil
I
sprite. Who
swear
knows
there
if
was
there's
like
a current
shark
underwear.
or something.
A
I think
shark?
it connects.
A shark
Oh, my
to the
goodness.
canal.
I'm dead. Oh my gosh, that scares me so bad.
Me too. You think you're safe swimming in a little pond and there's a
I've
shark
heard
in
people
it?
have been dragged under by evil mermaids in Sulani.
Me too.
You're kidding me.
No.
No.
Everyone survived so far to tell the tale, but
Could you imagine?
And then there is just a urn floating into the beach.
a
buoy.
Somebody
A
did
private
not
buoy.
survive that
Or
in that
life
story.
preserver.
My goodness.
Yes,
That's
I'm
so
sorry.
scary. No,
Yes.
I don't know.
That's a story I heard.
I didn't hear that. Tell me about it, girl. That's,
I mean, just that happened.
I know I'm blowing
Like,
out the
death
mic. I was
must
so
have-
scared.
my girl. Here's what I was thinking though. Marissa, this is Lottie's sister, was talking about how she saw a shark.
Yeah.
And she was tense and petrified, and she knew she had to come inside. Some
But
people
what
see
if you
sharks.
didn't?
Some people see sharks though, and they're like, "Oh, that's cute," and they'll like ride around with them. Not my idea of fun, but some
Would
people
you
do.
ride around with a lion?
No, I'll be like, "There's a lion in its natural habitat. I'm gonna back up. Hopefully, find a safety space."
Hopefully it will let you back up. You know?
I saw before a documentary of this man who was living near the lions in a tent, and then got to the point where the lions were just like accepting of him.
I mean, over time, yes, maybe.
But how accepting? Like 50
Yes.
yards off, 100 yards off. How accepting is that? Could you walk up to a lion and be like,
I don't even like to know.
Exactly.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even like to know about that because I don't want to hear a story later.
right, like he thought he was accepted by the lion's butt.
What if one small factor sets something off? You don't know.
You don't know if you like stepped on a boundary that was not yours.
Yes.
They always say that wild animals stay wild.
It's true, they do. Because they say, like, if they bring a wild animal in because they have to, because it's hurt or something, like, I made a bond with it. And did you? Because I feel like, bonds can be made, and there's, like, different animals, like, say, like a fox and a dog, and they could be friends. But there's always going to be, like, that one small chance of, like, I told you that's a wild animal. You know what I mean?
Like something you're not
That's scary.
understanding is happening.
And, like, you have to respect that boundary, not be scared of it, I guess, but, like, just respect it.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Because you do want to save the animals, and you do want to, like, be able to add to these conservation efforts, because sometimes they have, like, those fenced-in areas and things that you want to, like, understand more so, and why there's, like, tourism, because it benefits those things
Because it funds their protection.
Exactly. So you wanna mix
But
and mingle.
what's scary to me though?
Tell
is
me.
everyone feeding sharks, and then sharks see boats, and they're like,
That's my feed wagon.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But also,
"Scary term, girl."
that whole big
I
thing
scared
where they
myself.
put their hand on top of a shark's nose. One extra extension of the jaw and your arm's gone.
Oh, it's so scary. Sharks
You
scare me
know.
so much. Sharks scare me so much that, like, I used to love, like, going on a boat in the lake, and now I'm like, there could be a shark.
There could be a
I don't
bull
know.
shark in the
Something.
lake because they sometimes swim in fresh water.
Y'all, can I tell you something though?
Tell me.
Even to take it away from sharks, but to bring it to, like, people say never feed bears. Like, you should not feed an animal that can prey on you.
Really quickly,
So
did you
why does
hear?
everyone do that with sharks?
I think in like a generation of animal, you can switch their eating habits. So, like, if you feed, like, wild boars, like, okay, say you have, like, a pig or something, and you let it loose. In a generation, that's going to be like a wild boar.
I know, that's so strange.
But, like, it happens the other way, too. So, like, you feed a shark, and the next generation is like, hey, that boat over there, honey, go and get it, because they feed you, like, the best in tuna fish. And the shark goes up. Like, they communicate, y'all.
They do.
It's not like, did I tell the baby shark? No, you can tell the mama, and the babies are going to know.
It's true.
Exactly.
And
They
everyone's
communicate.
always trying to one-up each other for what they do with the sharks. So I'm like, just calm down, everyone. It's all going to be good. Let's just calm down and back off a little bit.
Right?
Like, it's very impressive that you can do those things. But, don't try and push it. Don't be
People
like, I'm going
swimming.
to feed them something while I'm down here with them.
But you can't have
Like,
the best of
that's
both
how they
worlds.
do.
Like, I'm going to feed you to get you to come to my boat,
I
and now
agree.
I'm going to jump in
I know.
and do a little swim with you.
I mean,
Or
our
hold on
moms-
to your fin and take a rod.
I'm passing out, y'all.
know.
I'm so scared. I'm
No.
petrified.
I know.
Petrified.
And sometimes you're like, what do I even do with this fear? Because I'm not even swimming with sharks,
Me
but now I've
neither.
got this fear.
I don't know. I have such a fear of sharks, and I've never in my life seen one.
It has definitely been a past life, I
And
believe,
let's
for me.
have it stay that way, because I'm so scared.
I feel like I must have been eaten by a shark in a past life because I'm not scared and y'all are. Like you saw me getting eaten or something.
Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe I was eaten by one, and I'm scared, and you never know you'd be scared. Cause
You know what I'm
you would miss
saying?
me.
The person who saw someone get eaten would be more scared than the person who just got swallowed in a gulp.
Horrified. I
Too
can't.
much.
I
Too
can't.
much.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk about this beautiful, soothing.
Oh, I need to
Massage
go in
room.
there, y'all. I
You
need a
know.
massage. I need some soothing right now.
What level is this on?
This
is
is
the
the
bedroom.
lower level.
Oh, is it?
Ground floor, y'all.
The ground floor.
Wow.
Now, the
Adorable.
house enters on the second level, doesn't
I mean,
it?
I
Oh,
guess
that's
this
the
is
cutest.
exactly, but this is kind of like a guest room. You're right next to that massage table, the sauna, the pools, just a step up, like 4 steps up.
Oh.
You know,
And now we're at a nursery.
That's the ground level. Or
this
the
is the
second floor.
top floor.
Third-
The
technically third floor.
Wow. How cute. A little
Isn't that
nursery
cute?
full of like those fairy lots.
A
And you
magical
can't see
home.
here, but that overlooks the canal right there. And
Oh
there's
my
a boat
goodness.
that goes by.
I did see that when I stopped
I just
by.
love that. And
I
there's
love
those
that.
buildings across the way that are just pink and magical.
You can take that
Lit
ferry
up.
all the way to Magnolia Promenade, y'all.
You can too. That's such a magical area too.
It is, and it is connected in that way. So it's almost like we took the Magnolia Promenade and brought it here to Willow Creek.
I think that's important.
Very important because Magnolia Promenade is a very magical seaman. Full of whimsy. They have like trees that are covered in fairy lots.
A lot of people use it for a
Exactly.
shopping place, but it's residential where I always visit.
Right, I like that too. It's sort of swampish. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can we talk for a second about how disappointing it is when you try to run a store? I mean,
Right.
Oh my goodness.
You want to retail and it's like one person maybe buys per day.
It takes 10 years to get a
I
sale.
feel so bad. I go to stores just to buy something because I feel so bad. Everyone's shopping on the internet these days. You know what I mean?
It's true. That must be why.
You know?
And it's like you can't really quality control it.
No.
Because, like, if you have a shop in a little neighborhood, then if the people don't lock it or they can, you know, suggest something to the owner, then it makes it more personable. But, like, if you have something online, anyone can just pop it in.
And it comes to your door.
And then you hope for the best. And then if you're, you know, it's not the best, you either have to take all the effort to return it.
I really do
It's
like to
true.
hold something in my hand to know what it's going to be.
It's true.
But
me
then
too.
who doesn't love variety?
And who doesn't love
Yeah.
convenience?
You know?
Like, I need something in 2 days.
It sure is a conundrum.
And
I
I'm
think the
busy.
best solution is the people that do both.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Like, if you have the time to do both.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, just hope for the best. Order
Yeah,
it online,
It's
click
true.
a button. I mean, I'm guilty.
You know what I mean?
But you should like, support your
Check
local,
first. Check the stores first.
local shops and things.
Yeah.
Like, we live around a town that has such cute little shops.
They really are so cute. There's like hand knitted things in them, and
Right, like a little cap. Taurus! Taurus is snoring, y'all.
Doris loves the place where you can get little puppy ice cream cones.
I know, like, that is such a cute little town. We live, like, on a harbor. I don't know, just so cute.
You know.
Almost like touristy little places that just really benefit the community.
You
I
know.
love that. I love, too, how you make this fireplace.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. You know, I was thinking, can I light the fire past those 2 dividers? And you can.
Oh, you're so
You know,
thoughtful.
I just wanted to make sure that it's functional in that way.
It is so functional, and can I tell you something too? Like, it's really important atmospherically when it is getting to be colder weather to be able to put some warm lighting in your house.
It's so true.
Even if it's just a string of lights, y'all, it will really help you feel warm and cozy.
Right. I heard someone talking about, too, though, that they'll put their thermostat up, like, really high just to be able to light a fire at night. Like, you know, I'm cold.
Oh, yeah.
So that they'll be able to light a
Oh.
fire. And I think that's so cute. I mean,
That's
you have
so
to allow
cute.
yourself
Those
really
little
certain
luxuries.
indulgences.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a cute
Prioritize what is important to you indulgent-wise, and you will live a balanced, good life.
Right. Like, sometimes I literally have to challenge myself because I have a really busy week, say. I have to challenge myself to really, like, do a self-care. Like, make
Yeah.
yourself some tea. Do a face mask. Like, really, like, wash your face really nice with
Yeah,
oils.
I agree. Instead of just like hop in and out of the
Take
shower,
a bubble bath.
get your kids taken care of.
You know?
Take care of Doris.
It's so important, and you feel so much better for it, but in the moment when you're like, I have to challenge myself to do that, you're like, I don't have time.
You always have
But, like,
time.
make the time.
Just make the time.
You
10
really
minutes.
have to.
10 minutes is something, and 10 minutes can make your next 5 hours be so much more pleasurable.
It's so true. This little bathroom you have going on here, now, I love a little built-in shower like that.
You know,
Because
tucked in the
what?
wall.
Very, like, square.
It feels
strong,
sturdy.
Sturdy, that's the
know?
word.
Oh my gosh, I went back and forth with this whole bathroom forever.
I
That is
love
Took so much time in there.
that blue tile that looks, you know, just like the blue, the teal, robin's egg, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
of the sink and of the shower curtain's little, you know, inner flower.
I love
What
that.
do you call that? I have no idea. An inner flower. Not the
So it's like
petals.
the pollen
The
center.
pollen,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know.
Whatever that is, that's what it is.
The flower's heart, y'all.
Oh,
that's
cute.
cute.
I love that.
You know.
I wanted to mix and match the light and the dark.
Mix and
Mix
match.
and match them. Did I say
I
that?
like
No, you said
that.
mag,
Mix
and
and
then you
match
said
'em.
mix and
Let's
match.
smack it up,
You
y'all.
know?
You know, and that is like, which one? Which wall did you end up going with here? Because they
I
all
ended
look
up going
gorgeous.
back to the blue wall.
Girl, they
I
all look
know.
gorgeous.
It went every
Do
which
you
way.
keep that carpet? Because that looks gorgeous.
No, I do not.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
using
keep
that.
them.
Well,
You'll
that's
see
what I
that
love.
pop
Please
up
do,
in my
you
bills.
know. I love when little ideas get taken and made into something that, you know, they get appreciated in instead of just brushed over.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Because they happened. It's real important to influence each other. Like, I just feel so influenced by y'all.
Oh, I feel influenced by y'all too.
It's like an artist community. You
Like,
know what
okay.
I'm saying?
Popping in on Lottie doing this and like bringing her like, you know, a little drink or like a water or whatever.
Yeah.
I've seen little details here and there, and I have adored every single one.
And that's what I'm saying too. Like, and being in a community
Yes.
of people that build.
And it gives you fire.
You know what I'm saying?
it does.
To keep going.
It's true.
Because I see y'all take influences, and then I'll take influences, and like we take influences from each other, we take influences from our community at large. You take influences from your, you know, tighter knit, smaller community. It's just, if you are growing and you're not stagnating, like how satisfying is your life?
So satisfying.
I think that my thing in life is like just to always keep branching out.
And learning.
Trimming
like-
back, branching out. Trimming back, branching out. It's just
Oh,
so
so
satisfying.
Oh, it's such a gardener's way of looking at things.
You know.
You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that little table you got going on there.
Oh, and that candle lot and those little petals of that little plant right there.
Plus the
They
way you sort of
glow.
made, like, first of all, you made definite dimensions. You made definite levels, which is like my favorite thing.
This entire
Oh,
house
same.
is like shrines in every corner.
Right? I feel like every room itself could just be its own.
Can I tell
Sort
you
of.
something?
Thank
I
you.
heard the most interesting thing. Somebody said to me, like,
What?
no matter what you're doing, that is the one thing you are doing. And pay attention to it and be present for it and play with it.
Yes.
So if you're washing a dish, okay,
Okay.
wash that dish like it is the only dish you'll ever have to wash in your life. It's the first and the last, and you are there for that dish, and make a game out of it.
Can I tell
That's
you
the
too?
truth.
That
too.
really resonates with me because when I was little, I read a book. And they had, like, you know, their own little house, and they had their own little dishes and everything was like a treasure. Like, I found a dish, and it's got a little chip in it, but it's my dish. I have my own cup, and they, like, would wash those every night. It's like, that resonates with me so much because I always wanted that. Like, my
Do you
own
know
little
what
cup,
I'm
my own little
saying?
bowl.
I had this little machine when I was younger. You know, I'm from a big family, so there's lots of us. So, like, I had a closet, and it had a lot of shelves in it. And in that closet, my mama gave me a little single, like, cup of hot water maker. Now, I still don't drink coffee, but, like, I could have used it to make coffee. I think I was, like, 13, okay? And I'm in my room, and I would use that little hot cup of water maker to make myself ramen from my bedroom, and I felt like a queen princess. Like, I was like, I am so elite. I have my own apartment now. Like, I just felt so important and so good.
That is adorable.
But, like, now I have all those things, and I don't appreciate them a lot of the time because I'm just
You're just like,
getting the
where's
work done. Getting the work
where's my
done.
soup pot? Where's my, where's the dishes? Did I get the dishes clean today? Pull them back out, use them again, pop them back in.
You know what I mean?
It's
like,
true.
make an event of everything. And maybe you won't succeed to do that 60% of the time, but if you do for 40% of the time, your life is so much better already.
I need to try that. I need to challenge myself to that.
Everything is so privileged and lucky. You know what I mean?
I know, and you forget that because it is so privileged and lucky for so long.
You know?
Like having like a beautiful set of pillows, or like having this beautiful carpet.
Being invited to design these homes. It's
Really?
a privilege.
True.
Exactly.
Girl, you're making me think all sorts of ways today.
Do you not feel inspired for
I
everything
do.
that you were like thinking of as a chore is going to be exciting for a while, and then you can reset yourself and make it exciting again.
You always do have to reset yourself, and you
No.
have to go easy on yourself when you forget these little like, you know, rules
Epiphanies,
and
I feel
epiphanies.
like it's just like I just feel so excited. I'm always about learning and improving.
Right, because you just upgraded your wardrobe the other day.
Oh my goodness, I did, and I was prancing around, and now I run to my
Cute as
closet.
can be.
I got like
Yes.
3 new pairs of heels. I just feel so good about my life.
You have like new dresses,
Flowy dresses.
shorts.
For the season. They work from summer to fall.
You
Like,
really treated yourself, and I appreciated that.
oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
I love it. Taking the time for yourself. Like, could you imagine, like, this house, all these little nooks and crannies, like, they are, you know, just extra.
And loved.
Yeah,
But
that
they're
could be
loved.
an empty space, or it could be a space filled with boxes.
Now, some
or
people will,
any type of thing.
you know,
You
and
know.
some people will say, oh, this house is cluttered. I don't feel good.
And that's their priority.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but I feel like a true master can take clutter and just fill it with love.
Right, that's what Lottie did here.
You know what I
I
mean?
can see that.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
You made every shelf that I'm seeing, every, you know, that map on the wall,
Oh
everything
yes, a big old map.
is such a treat.
You are taking treasures from people who have come before you and making them wonderful.
Right, I've seen that. Like,
Yes.
you know, my grandma gave me a lot of things before she transitioned, and I like really, you know, hold those dear to me.
You know what I mean?
And I respect those like more than I respect my own, you know, things that I have gotten.
There's nothing like
course.
putting on a sweater that your grandfather wore
Right?
and then accessorizing it with your modern belt. Like,
I
it
really
just feels
appreciate
so nice to bring in something that you love from someone you loved and make it even better with something that you also love.
And really like appreciating every moment with it.
You know?
Because it makes you feel close to the people that maybe you're missing, or, you know, all that sort of thing.
Exactly. Because they always say, you know, you can't take it with you, and that is true.
It's true.
So enjoy it while you're on it. You know what I mean?
Right? Also, this
Yeah.
little nook you have going on here, what would you call this? A balcony, I guess.
I guess a balcony,
But
but
it's
you
between
know,
two.
that's the type
windows.
of deal that's like, it was made organically. Like, there was a roof there and a roof there, and I thought, well, I think that they should have a view on this side too. So I'm just going to put it between the two roof peaks.
Ah,
You know?
so cute.
Something that you might have stopped yourself from doing if you weren't building piece by piece, because you're like,
No.
well, I don't know if it's going to look good.
You know
What
what
is going on over here?
I'm loving the pink and the lighter pink.
And then that little stonework you have going on here.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
it's a
you have
decorative
another
stone.
moon.
There's a little moon there, there's polka dots.
I love that.
Oh, and you have a little hose there,
A
so
little
it's like,
hose to water those flowers.
girl, you think of everything.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm
I want it to
obsessed.
just come alive, you
It
know?
does. I feel like I can't wait to like hop in that hot tub.
Exactly, and there's little stones there you could step out on if you wanted to, that type of deal.
Whimsical, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel so satisfied by this build. I really do.
I know, like when you heard Peru Queen's parameters of whimsical, what is the first thing that came to mind for all y'all?
Witches.
Right?
It did for me.
Fairy lots and like wood
And
for
a
me.
lot of greenery.
You know, like plants around.
Magic. Everyday magic.
Very like floofy plants.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
I was thinking like floofy plants, so like the ones that are sort of like overgrown.
Yeah.
Like really big blossoms. And I was thinking stonework. All these things that you hit on the head.
Like that
every which way.
marbling on the wall.
Right?
Things like just leaned up against some place, but they don't look like they're just clutter there.
No.
Like, you know, it seems
Everything
like it's
has
a
a purpose.
decoration. You know,
Look, that is a little like music room, art room.
could you imagine?
Spaces
Someone
to
playing
enjoy.
on the piano. Angeline loves to play piano,
I
so she's
really
playing on the
do.
piano. And
You're
I'm doing
painting,
some art.
and I'm
And there's books right
Writing a
there.
book.
writing
So
the book.
write the books.
I know, I would sit right there on that
Doesn't
chair.
that chair look
You
cozy?
made that chair.
Ah, it looks
Custom
so
made.
luxurious, doesn't it?
It does. I want to like sit there, listen to y'all, Doris, listen to y'all play the piano, look at your paintings.
Doris is like, what is going on? Y'all
I
are
know,
not
I'm
paying
getting
any
excited.
attention to me.
And Doris was like, excuse me, I'm
You
offering my
know.
nap that was 2 seconds long. I'm like, take a nap. Like, do not.
We are chatting. Take a nap.
You know what? Don't you wish you had the energy of your dog? You know?
I know.
Oh, you do though, y'all. You just don't think you do.
Oh my
Well, that's
gosh.
true,
Lottie,
but-
are you kidding me? Do you not have the energy of your dog doing this whole entire
Oh,
house?
that's true. You know.
That's crazy.
And this wasn't all you were doing too. You were doing other things as well. So it's just like,
Right? And this cute little laundry area you have
a
right
little
here.
laundry nook.
Behind a curtain.
Yeah, so you can close that curtain if you don't want to see your laundry machine.
but meanwhile, the smell of the lavender you tucked into your
Yes,
drawer is gonna fill
it's
your
wafting down the hallway.
Fresh lavender from your garden. Your whimsical garden.
lavender. By the way, is
Exactly.
very easy to propagate. You just take a cotton that doesn't have blooms on it.
Propagate.
You can put it into.
What is propagate, girl?
It means make a baby from a stem or something like that. You know?
So you replant him.
You can take cottons and make more lavender.
How cute.
Could you imagine surrounding your house with lavender?
Please do this to my house.
You know what
I
I mean?
love lavender.
I
First of all,
love-
gorgeous. Second of all,
yes.
smells so good.
When the lavender comes through the window on a breeze, oh my gosh.
So true. We're at the screenshots, y'all.
Oh.
There is the ferry that takes you to Magnolia.
Yes.
Right there. Be like, stop for a second. I want to pop on.
You know, wave them down.
I gotta go down to Magnolia and get myself a cinnamon bun.
You know, oh, that sounds so good right now.
Doesn't it?
And this is just all the front of the house. Gorgeous. Like every detail. Like you really have to get up in there and check it out.
Oh, yes.
Because there are things
Details
that like,
upon
are not even in the
details.
pictures. There's
That's
so
so
many
true.
details. You know, you just have to like take the time to live in it. Take the time to just
Yes,
really
it's
smile.
almost like one of those books where you lift up the little tabs and you find little things and
Right.
then
And
pull
this-
out
yeah.
something.
They
Or,
could last you a year
You
just
know.
looking at everything.
This is available on the gallery too, Rob.
Yeah, it is. At
Yes.
Roosters Gaming. You know, check it out. Download it if you like. I mean, all CC free. Amazing.
yes.
Amazing work.
Thank you.
This is a little thing right outside the dining room, and then you have a bathroom. This is all the first floor, but the first floor is really the second floor. It's where you enter. There's like a basement.
Yes.
This is the entry floor.
Right. This
Entry
kitchen.
floor. It's a good one.
Insanity. A little cauldron, little recipe book.
A place to make calls.
There's a place for everything, you know.
Right outside the kitchen. Pick your
Right
herbs
to
that you
your herbs.
plant.
Oh my goodness.
Girl. Look, I want to live here.
Oh, girl.
Is it too late to move? You know?
You know.
No, my
We
sister's
move
gonna like
so
it.
much, my goodness.
Exactly.
Every
We
time I'm
do.
like, oh, I like this one. I
Oh
like
my
that one.
gosh.
A little, like I love that balloon you have going on there.
You know,
So
tethered down.
cute, and I want to get in that hot tub. I still do. And little towels, fresh towels right there. There are fish in that pool, y'all.
There are fish in that pool, and Clara came and put them in herself.
I did. I was
You
like,
know.
you know what? Why not?
I know, and you put them in
And
a
I love
rock
that.
too. It's so cute.
That's of the side yard. Right
Look
there
at
with the
that.
fairy.
Oh my
Fairy.
goodness.
And a wishing well.
And a wishing well. You can make a wish.
Build with sprouts,
You
y'all.
can play with the sprouts, and you'll be in a fantasy land.
Right. And then look at that little tiny tea right here, a tea set.
Yeah.
That's so
You'd be
cute.
sitting there having tea and watching the fairy go by.
And
I
saying,
love
"Aw."
Because it's a corner lot, so you'll be enjoying a view from two corners of your
It's
house.
true.
Yes.
You got like the waterway and you got your whole neighborhood.
I love that.
Exactly.
And then this is downstairs. This is a bedroom.
This is a guest bedroom.
I
or,
love
you
those.
know.
What do you call those? Topiaries at the end of the bed.
Oh, love that.
That's
wow.
so cute.
I love that word.
I
Are
hope
you
it's the
kidding
right
me?
one, y'all.
I love
You know,
yeah, it works for me.
works
I
for
love
me.
this bathroom right here. Fresh towels, y'all. Did we not say? Make your
Right
guests feel at
from
home.
the laundry room,
A
right down the
stack of
hallway.
Then this, I don't know, is this pop upstairs or is this still downstairs?
This is downstairs.
downstairs.
Downstairs
Oh yeah,
living
because I
room.
see the piano right there.
Oh my goodness, that
Little
chair.
extra
That's
pillows
where I'm
for the
gonna be, y'all.
couch.
Chair, y'all.
If you get this house, just picture me there.
You know.
Ron the bug.
Exactly.
I'll be there, and there's
Thank you.
Angeline.
On the
Hey,
piano.
y'all. You know, we're the
Exactly.
phantoms of the house, y'all. Hiding in the walls.
We'll haunt it happily, y'all.
you know,
Yeah, good energy.
it's true. I love that. The little baskets right there. Put your laundry
You
away.
know, there's your little hamper there. You bring all the things from around the house.
True.
Pop them in there.
And then you have that little, you know.
Rock.
Like a natural wall. It came through the wall.
It did.
So, you know, I had other rocks moved in and then candles placed on it.
So cute.
And it's a spa room, so it makes sense.
And
you
then
know?
this is like the master bedroom. Looks out over the
Oh, no,
greenhouse.
that's the,
Are you kidding me?
it's like another guest bedroom, or, you know, if you have someone there with you who's
Living
wants to
there.
live there in a big
Yeah.
bed. I don't know.
I guess
You
they
know?
want to move in because you
And
know
this is
I would.
exactly. This is the master
Right, I
bedroom.
see, because it's got that nice little
Oh.
reading nook by the fireplace.
And that also looks out over the canal and the ferry, which looks so magical at night.
oh, and it's got its
That
own balcony.
window in the, oh my goodness.
Here it pops out right here. Love all of the curtains you have going on here. And there
Oh
it
my
is. The
goodness.
fairy
So
waving
gorgeous.
hello.
You know.
I'm just relaxing while my baby's napping in the nursery.
Oh, how
Hi.
cute. And all those stars move on the wall. Oh, look at the ferry right there.
Right there.
You
It's
know.
every shot. That thing was cruising by.
Cruising.
was.
This is so cute. I love that. And then this is that little nook between the two roofing places with the windows.
Yes.
Sat over the greenhouse, play a little game of chess.
There's flowers planted there. There's vines over there.
The
Like
peachy colors, you know.
everything's organic
I
and
mean,
whimsical.
look at that. That is whimsy right there.
Oh.
Lottie, look, I can't even, I could talk about this for days. Just the roof with that tree. Then the green and contrasting everything.
This is the most appealing style to me. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no.
I mean, I absolutely adore it.
It's organic. It's beautiful. It's blooming. It's blossoming. It's whimsy, y'all.
It's amazing, Lottie.
Thank you.
Good work here, girl. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you.